Quantum Capitalist by Renee Garcia. From poverty psychology to wealth using practical quantum mechanics. Lesson 41. Heart and mind synchronization. I can almost hear the gears in your head turning. All right, I get it. Tuning into my soul code is crucial, but where the heck do I start? Don't worry, upcoming lessons will relay everything you need to know. Here's a little insider secret. You don't need to try to do anything. Just start tuning in deeply to yourself while staying mindful of external factors. Everything will start clicking into place. At the core of your soul code is the art of discerning and choosing things that are expressly meant for you. Things that make your heart sing and get a nod of approval from your brain. Let's face it, we exist in a world teetering off balance. Even though nature is forever hustling to restore equilibrium, the matrix seems hell-bent on throwing us through a loop. Here's a simple way to visualize it. Nature equals balance. Matrix equals imbalance. But guess what? You hold the scales of balance within you, and the key to unlocking it is heart and mind synchronization. I see you hustling, crunching numbers, and analyzing every little detail. That's your brain, the analytical powerhouse, taking charge. But let me ask you, where's the heart in all this? Your gut feelings, your raw passion, your core desires. Too often, we're so lost in logic, we forget the fire. Imagine Elon Musk's tech genius without his passion for Mars, or Oprah's business acumen without her empathy. Yeah, it falls flat, doesn't it? Your heart is a wild horse, galloping towards fantasies and desires, while your mind is the stern rider, pulling back the reins, trying to stick to the safe paved roads. But what if I told you that the secret to achieving the level of wealth that's perfect for you, exciting success, and a life sizzling with satisfaction is not about choosing one over the other? That's right. It's not heart versus mind, but heart and mind. It's a symphony, not a solo. It's the heart-mind harmony, your ticket to a prosperous life. And no, I'm not hawking some cheap shamanistic potion here. This is science, psychology, and good old common sense, all packaged into a neat life hack. Think of it like cooking a gourmet dish. Your heart is the raw ingredient, full of natural flavors and freshness. Your mind is the chef, knowing when to chop, when to stir, and when to let it simmer. The outcome? A Michelin star-worthy life. Meet Jasmine. Story 1. Mind overdrive, heart on standby. Jasmine, the modern marvel of meticulous planning, breezes through a day that is charted down to the second. Waking up at the precise chime of her alarm, she knows the number of steps to her caffeine drip. Breakfast? A strategic blend of nutrients perfectly designed for her energy burn rate. As the day unfolds, Jasmine zips from one task to the next, navigating her urban jungle with military precision. Lunch invites? Declined for optimized solo meal multitasking. But even in this streamlined universe, life throws its curveballs. On her way back from work, the faint strumming of a street musician's guitar brushes past her. A melody, unfamiliar yet haunting, tries to tug at a corner of her armored heart. However, encased in her bubble of efficiency, the evening shadows find Jasmine untouched by the tune's gentle pull, replaced instead by a quiet, encroaching emptiness. Story 2. Heart Unleashed, the emotional roller coaster. In another corner of reality, Jasmine awakens to the caress of sun rays, not an alarm. She's captivated by the world's spontaneous wonders. Breakfast? Whatever her whims dictate. A decadent slice of cheesecake, perhaps. She ditches work because, well, the sky looks like a Van Gogh painting. The city becomes her playground. Sidewalks transform into dance floors. Chance encounters with street artists lead to deep philosophical exchanges, her wallet draining on whimsical keepsakes. As dusk descends, so does the weight of her unrestrained day. The starlit night witnesses Jasmine wrestling with her unchecked passions, the consequences of her heart-first approach becoming all too palpable. Story 3. The perfect cocktail. Heart and mind synchronized. In the most captivating of realities, Jasmine has awakened her entrepreneurial spirit. The morning starts with a blend of mindful meditation and enjoying the success of her new business venture. Work is no longer a 9-to-5 chore. It is a dance of productivity interwoven with moments of whimsy and wonder. During an afternoon break, she steps out for a walk, and the familiar sound of the street musician fills the air. This time, she doesn't just pass by. She stops, listens, and allows herself to dance on the sidewalk, fully absorbing the music and the moment. The notes weave through her, each strand a blend of emotion and intellect. Later, she sits down to refine her business plan, fueled by the energy of her heart's desires and the clarity of her mind's strategies. This version of Jasmine has found the alchemy of heart and mind, living a life filled with color, purpose, and joy. No longer confined to the 9-to-5 grind, she has unleashed her potential as an entrepreneur, thriving in a reality specifically intended for her, where her heart chooses, and her mind crafts a plan to make it all possible. Insider scoop. The mind is often like a toddler in a toy store, utterly befuddled, not knowing what it wants. Classic indecisiveness is the telltale sign of someone who's dancing to the beat of their brain, not their heart. They look to the mind for answers, and the mind, bless its heart, is a whimsical, willy-nilly entity. But here's the kicker. Your heart, that's your true north. It knows with absolute certainty what it doesn't want. Sure, it might take a hot minute to decode your heart's desires, but it's got the no-go zone down pat, right from the get-go. Facing a head-scratcher of a decision? Consult both your brain and your heart. Let your mind chime in, but listen to your heart with the ears of a hawk. If your heart says, "Nah, this ain't it, Chief," there's your answer, clear as day. No need to dig any deeper. The money shot. Harvesting gold when passion meets pragmatism. Heart-mind fusion isn't just a jazzy idea. It's about gaining an edge in a competitive world. When your mind's strategies resonate with your heart's desires, your potential becomes limitless. Your motivation soars, decision-making sharpens, and avenues to wealth and prosperity open up. It's like having the perfect algorithm for success. Your heart sets the goal, the what, and your mind crafts the roadmap, the how. Together, they can build an empire, whether it's monetizing your passion, innovating your current bread and butter, or spearheading a movement. The recap. Syncing your heart's dreams with your mind's logic is like merging the fire of a rocket with its precision-guided system. It's not just about chasing passions. It's about channeling them effectively, ensuring they lead to tangible rewards. The age-old debate of follow your heart versus mind knows best is outdated. The new mantra, unite and thrive. Poke the brain. What's the boldest dream your heart's whispered, and how can your mind craft a plan to grab it? Your next power move. Practical exercise. How to choose your things. The art of harmonious selection. In a world saturated with trends, ads, and the incessant push to keep pace with society's ever-shifting desires, how do you make choices? Let's start with clothes shopping. Are you swayed by the latest cover of a fashion magazine? Or do you prioritize comfort, putting function above form? What if there's a different way? a path that doesn't just cater to the world's whims or your comfort, but resonates with your very essence. Although clothing is our focal point here, this practice is all-encompassing. It's relevant whether you're deciding on a menu item, a holiday destination, a home, or a vehicle, and even down to the most significant choice of all, your life path and sector of reality. Perfecting the real-time synchronization of your heart and mind is a powerful navigational tool for ascending to higher sectors. Let's dive into an enlightening exercise called How to Choose Your Things, the quantum shopping experience. Much like navigating the quantum field, where every decision resonates with your unique frequency, shopping can become an exploration into your personal essence. This isn't just about choosing clothes, but about aligning choices with your soul code. The heart-mind dress rehearsal. Next time you're out shopping, instead of being swayed by sales tags or brand names, try this. Seek the spark. Try on an outfit and stand in front of the mirror. Now, don't just look. Feel. Does your heart flutter? Does a surge of confidence wash over you? That's your heart saying, yes. Rational reflection. Now, let your mind chime in. Is the outfit versatile enough for different occasions? Is it durable? Does it offer value for its price? If your mind nods in agreement, then it's a harmonious choice. Serendipitous discoveries. Sometimes, this alignment might strike when least expected. You could be walking past a store, and something in the display window catches your eye. Without even trying it on, your heart and mind might chorus, "This is for you." This spontaneous certainty is the quantum field's way of guiding you towards choices that resonate with your essence. Harnessing this power beyond shopping. This sensation, where your heart's desires and your mind's logic unite in perfect harmony, is invaluable. Recognize it, cherish it, and most importantly, use it as a compass, not just in shopping, but in navigating the vast expanse of the quantum field. When both heart and mind affirm a choice, be it in fashion, relationships, or career moves, that's the quantum field's way of whispering, you're on the right track. Synchronicity is sacred. When heart and mind agree, it's a sign that your choice resonates with the quantum field. Shopping as soul exploration. Every choice, even the seemingly mundane ones, can be a step closer to understanding and aligning with your true self. Expand beyond them all. Harness this harmonious decision-making in all facets of life. So, next time you're out shopping, remember, it's not just about the clothes. It's an opportunity to synchronize with the quantum field, to choose things that are a genuine reflection of you. Happy shopping and harmonious choosing. Lesson 42. Quantum GPS. You've got a top-of-the-line, sophisticated navigation system built right within you, yet most of us are blissfully unaware of it. Imagine strapping yourself into the pilot seat of life, ready to navigate its ups and downs, twists and turns. But instead of tuning into that inbuilt GPS, you're trying to read a torn, outdated map while simultaneously being bombarded by random directions shouted from the back seat. That chaotic backseat driver? Your overstressed mind, which too often gets confused and distracted by its own importance and the black holes in daily life. That advanced GPS, the gentle dictates of your heart, oftentimes barely heard. Your heart doesn't argue, fuss, or overthink. Your heart doesn't get tangled in the cobwebs of logic or the chains of societal expectations. Instead, your heart taps directly into the quantum flow, a limitless reservoir of ideas, optimal paths, and energy-efficient ways to solve problems. Your heart feels and knows, while your mind seeks to control, and often complicates. Too often, your mind acts like a toddler with a crayon, scribbling over the elegant designs the heart perceives from the quantum field. Imagine the quantum flow like an expansive river. In its natural state, the river finds the path of least resistance, flowing smoothly and effortlessly. But with the burden of inner force, the overthinking mind, and importance, the river is dammed, rerouted, and often spills over, causing chaos and confusion. Your mind, driven by importance, creates these blockages, straying from the optimal stream of new insights and solutions, steering you right to the edge of a waterfall. Meet Carlos. Carlos had always been a man of logic. A software engineer in a bustling city, he tackled problems with algorithms and clean lines of code. But his life felt like an endless loop of the same variables: code, sleep, and occasional social gatherings, which he approached like debugging sessions, analyzing, dissecting, but never really feeling good. One day, Carlos stumbled upon the idea of quantum capitalism. He considered it esoteric nonsense at first, but a persistent emptiness led him to lean in. With a skeptical mind, he sat still for a while and tried to listen to the dictates of his heart and perceive the quantum field and flow. He allowed himself to feel his heart for the first time in a long time, muting the blaring noise his mind usually generated. Carlos then received an idea that seemed to have been birthed out of nowhere. At that moment, he felt something strange in his chest. Call it a ping from the quantum field. The idea was simple, yet profound. Create art through code. It went against his pragmatism, against the linear career graph he had plotted for himself. But the sensation was undeniable, like the perfect fit of a puzzle piece. The next day, Carlos started working on a side project, coding intricate digital landscapes that were visually stunning and emotionally resonant. Through social media feedback, he discovered that his art could actually improve people's mental health and well-being just by looking at them. Mental health professionals became interested, and he found himself at the intersection of technology and human psychology, exactly where his heart's quantum GPS had directed him. For the first time, Carlos felt vibrantly alive, yet tranquil, stimulated, yet calm, purposeful, and effective. It felt nothing short of a miracle to him, and as for that incessant, importance-driven chatter from the backseat of his mind, it was still there, but its voice grew fainter each time he tapped into his heart's guidance. The sophisticated internal GPS was steering him clear of life's treacherous waterfalls as he navigated his new endeavor and reality with ease. Now, Carlos wasn't just solving technical problems. He was resolving emotional equations, all while significantly enriching his own emotional quotient. The best part? He had tapped into the limitless stream of the quantum flow, where optimal solutions weren't just probable, they were inevitable. Carlos realized his inner quantum GPS was like having an ace up his sleeve in the poker game of life. No more needless detours or exhausting internal work conflicts. Every decision was a royal flush, optimizing his life for maximum impact and personal fulfillment. The money shot. Cashing in on the quantum flow. When you harness the power of the quantum flow through the dictates of your heart, it's like having insider trading information in the stock market of life. You're cashing in on the best solutions and optimizing every move for wealth, prosperity, and well-being. Remember, it's not about complicating the process, but rather understanding that every answer, solution, and idea you need already exists within the quantum field, delivered by its streams, the quantum flow. All you need to do is tune in with both heart and mind. New information is not generated within the mind, but is infinitely abundant within the quantum flow. It is the heart that accesses this information, and the mind that makes sense of what your next move is. Master this, and you have hacked the wealth equation. The recap. Your heart serves as the direct line of communication to the quantum field and flow, offering optimal solutions to all problems and challenges. While your mind is invaluable, it often becomes entangled in the noise of the matrix and your importance levels. Learn to balance the two. Let your heart guide, with the mind serving as the executor. Embrace simplicity, shift from control to observation, and release into the quantum flow to access everything you need to optimize your sector of reality. Poke the brain. Remember, Carlos's quantum pivot didn't involve advanced algorithms or groundbreaking tech. It was a simple call to blend emotion with logic, an answer that existed in the quantum flow all along. What about you? What solutions are within reach, waiting for your heart to tune in? Your next power move, heart and quantum flow data exchange. Life is a balance, and sometimes we find ourselves leaning too much on one side. It's easy to let our minds dominate, especially in our fast-paced world. Here's a straightforward exercise to let your heart tap into the infinite data within the quantum flow and find what might be off balance in your life. Find your center. Sit or lie down in a quiet space. Close your eyes and take deep, slow breaths. Envision your heart at the center of your being, glowing with a warm light. With each breath, see this light grow brighter and more expansive, radiating calm and clarity. Once you feel centered, ask, what in my life feels out of balance? Wait patiently. Do not force an answer. Instead, be open to sensations, images, emotions, or thoughts that come up. These are messages from the quantum flow. Reflect and journal. Open your eyes and grab your journal. Write down what you felt, saw, or thought during the exercise. Did any specific areas of your life stand out as being off balance? Was it a relationship, career, health, or maybe a personal goal? Once you've identified this area, let your heart access insights and guidance. Ask, what can I do to navigate this situation? Listen, and then jot down any messages that emerge. This exercise, though simple, can be profoundly revealing when done with genuine intent. It can be practiced weekly or even daily to consistently check in with your heart and ensure proper navigation. Remember, the quantum flow holds wisdom and true guidance. It's up to you to allow your heart the opportunity to listen. Lesson 43. There's a better way. Ready to shake things up a bit? This lesson is all about materialization, a whole new ball game from the tired old manifestation rituals. Remember our heart-to-heart in the last lesson? Your heart knows the way, and it's when your mind gets involved in the logic of the heart's decisions that a powerful energy emerges. Heart and mind synchronization. That's where the real magic happens. When your heart and mind team up and start navigating sectors of reality. Dreaming of something grander? Time to level up from the tired old techniques, my friend. Mainstream manifestation is like a desperate attempt to yank gains into your current reality using just your brain power. No shocker that the results are usually lackluster. No judgment, though. We've all been down that road. But take a deep breath. There's a better way. Old school manifestation vibes, like the law of attraction and The Secret, have swept the globe with their tantalizing promise of endless possibilities. But they often hinge on the idea of willing your desires into your current reality. You're told to believe and visualize, fingers crossed, that the quantum field will miraculously change its trajectory to hand deliver your wishes. The snag? This method is all about inner force, importance, and strong-arming the world to bend to your will. Now, let's flip the script. Instead of trying to drag the quantum field towards you, what if you maneuvered yourself within the vast quantum field to where your desires are already chillin'? That, my friend, is materialization. It's the heartbeat of quantum capitalism. Recall the sectors of reality, depicted as layers stacked upon each other in a linear fashion, from the dreary ones at the bottom to the dreamy ones at the top. Quantum capitalism is your express elevator, but you've got to press the up button. Switching from a manifestation mindset to a materialization mindset is like swapping out your old, clunky gears. We're programmed to desire, to hope, and to ask. But how often do we actually get in sync with those desires, putting ourselves smack dab in the middle of environments and mindsets where our dreams are just par for the course? Here's the skinny. Manifestation is all about inner force, importance, and matrix you. Materialization is all about outer power, quantum flow, and quantum you. Meet Sam. Sam was just your run-of-the-mill Midwestern guy with dreams as boundless as the oceans he ached to sail. Despite being a country mile away from any coast, Sam harbored a deep-seated desire to own a yacht. For years, he visualized himself as the proud owner of a yacht, sailing across the shimmering open seas, the wind tousling his hair. He took sailing and deckhand lessons on the Great Lakes and even slapped up a picture of a yacht on the whiteboard behind his desk. Fingers crossed that the universe would, by some miracle, hand deliver his wish. Eventually, Sam waved the white flag on wishing for a yacht and took the picture down. However, out of the blue, a LinkedIn job offering landed in his inbox. Junior deckhands needed for long-haul delivery voyages. He knew the drill. Long hours on the blue water seas, sailing brand new yachts to their eager owners, waiting with bated breath for their purchase. Sam took a gutsy leap of faith, relocated to the coast to establish a new base, and embarked on his journey as a junior deckhand. In this new playground, where yachts were a dime a dozen, Sam stumbled upon a bounty of opportunities to materialize his dream in a concrete way. Over time, he was presented with the opportunity to join financial forces on a modest sailing yacht with 4 other deckhands. His heart nodded. Yeah, dude, this is it. And his brain agreed that having 4 savvy partners for his maiden voyage into yacht ownership was a stroke of genius. They called her Goodbye 9 to 5. They reveled in their collective purchase for a few years, taking turns embarking on blue water voyages, renting it out for charter, and showering it with care. Eventually, they opted to sell once the second-hand market started sizzling. With their astute investment and a surging market, they all sailed away from the deal with their pockets brimming with enough cash to buy small yachts of their own. Sam secured his very own yacht, which he also made his home. Life took on a dreamlike hue, and he felt a wave of satisfaction wash over him, grateful for where his leap of faith had steered him. He named her Flow Baby. For Sam, the moment he let his heart join the fray and pivoted from craving to action, the magic started happening. With a little help from outer power and the quantum flow, Sam materialized his precise desire in a sector of reality where everything fell into place with ease. So, what's the takeaway from Sam's odyssey? It's not merely about picturing your desires. It's about aligning yourself with the sector of reality where those desires are par for the course. When Sam took the bull by the horns, relocated to the coast, and plunged headlong into the yachting world, he merged with the quantum flow, and his dream materialized organically. Sam's tale is a masterclass in how, by taking the reins and aligning ourselves with the right environments, we can materialize our desires effortlessly. It's all about harnessing outer power, letting your heart throw in its 2 cents, and hauling yourself off the couch. The Money Shot, Reality Hopping 101. Here's a game changer for you. Your current financial struggles, they aren't your forever. And while the Matrix might whisper that wealth and success are reserved for a few lucky ones, quantum capitalism begs to differ. Lean in, because you deserve to hear this. There's a quantum reality where a financially secure, thriving version of you exists. It's not about praying for a sudden windfall or waiting for a miracle. These teachings are your tools to navigate through sectors, moving closer to the reality where opportunities are abundant. Yes, even for you. Especially for you. Let's be real. Money matters can appear daunting if you are overly tuned into the matrix. But with every conscious decision, you're not just hoping for better days. You're taking quantum strides towards them. You've got this. And the quantum field, with its infinite wealth possibilities, is cheering you on. Are you ready to embrace a version of you where you're not just surviving, but flourishing? The recap. Classic manifestation. It's like yelling at the TV because your favorite team isn't winning. Materialization, on the other hand, is like flipping channels until you find a game where your team is winning. Quantum capitalism isn't about bending the quantum field to your will. It's about navigating to where in the quantum field your will is already the rule. Poke the brain. When was the last time you asked someone how they snagged that amazing opportunity or got their hands on something super valuable, and they hit you back with, "Oh, I manifested it"? Exactly. Your next power move. Juggernaut journal and meditation exercise. Reality channel flipper. Objective. Shift from a manifestation mindset to a materialization mindset by actively placing yourself in the desired sector of reality. Reality visualization. Step 1. Close your eyes and take 5 deep breaths. With every exhale, release any tension or stress. Step 2. Visualize your current reality. How does it look, feel, and sound? Recognize it as one layer among countless others. Step 3. Now, imagine a vast expanse of layers above you. These layers represent better and improved realities, holding all the good stuff you would love to come in contact with. Destination selection. Step 1. Think of one desire you've been trying to manifest or create. For example, financial security, a loving relationship, a career achievement. Step 2. Instead of focusing on the desire itself, visualize the version of you that already exists in a reality where that desire is fulfilled. How does this version of you look, feel, act, or think differently from the current you? Quantum channel flipping. Step 1. Imagine a remote control in your hand. This remote has the power to change your channel or reality. Step 2. Begin flipping channels by visualizing different versions of you. With each channel, you are getting closer to the version of you that has what you desire. Step 3. When you found that desired version, delve deeper. What are the daily habits, thoughts, and beliefs of this version of you? How do they react to challenges? What do they prioritize? Anchor in the new reality. Step 1. Focus on one specific habit, belief, or action from the desired version of you. Write it down. Step 2. Over the next week, adopt this trait. Embody it as if it were already second nature. Allow it to lead your decisions, actions, and thoughts. Reflect and repeat. At the end of the week, Reflect on how embodying this trait has influenced your actions, thoughts, and experiences. Did you notice a shift in your reality, even if it was subtle? Closure. Remember, quantum capitalism is an active pursuit. It's about consciously placing yourself in the desired reality. While 1 week might not catapult you entirely into a new layer, repeated and consistent shifts in mindset and behavior will. Embrace your power to channel flip and watch as your reality begins to align with your desires. Onward to your chosen reality. Lesson 44. Spotlight. All right, let's rewind. In our last tête-à-tête, we unpacked the difference between classic manifestation and materialization. Now, we're diving deep into another facet of materialization that usually gets brushed under the carpet. Ever noticed that after deciding on a dream car, that model suddenly seems to be everywhere? It's like some cosmic joke where the quantum field starts spamming your life with pop-up ads. But here's the thing. It's not the quantum field playing the games. It's you. The mechanism is simple. Picture reality as an infinite dark room, and your focus is like a spotlight. This vast realm? Yep, it's the quantum field, jam-packed with potential events and material things, just biding their time until they get their 15 minutes of fame. When you shine your light on something specific, even if it's as trivial as a jerk driver who cuts you off, reality's mirror flashes back with an encore. Let's take this neat little phenomenon, positive and practical, shall we? Enter the magic quantum card trick. It's a crowd pleaser in our community, and for a good reason. Ever found a playing card randomly on the street? Weird, huh? Never happened to you? No worries. Just imagine finding one. But don't overthink it. Just let that thought slide into your mind like a song request to a DJ and watch it happen when you least expect it. Believe it or not, this is a real thing. People all over the world piece together entire decks of playing cards just by gently focusing their intentions on finding them. And guess what? The cards seem to be everywhere. This trick doesn't just work for cards, though. It works for opportunities, relationships, and even that $10 you find in your jeans. Just remember, there are infinite variables out there. Gently focus on what you want and let things unfold. So, what's on your agenda to spotlight today? Opportunities, networking buddies, or maybe just the stain on your shirt. The choice is yours. What's crucial here is understanding the value of your intention. The quantum field doesn't discriminate. It will magnify whatever you put your focus on, no matter how minute. Are you stressed about work? Expect more stress. Focusing on the beauty of something you're creating, expect more beauty to be presented to you by your world. Your mental spotlight has a butterfly effect on your reality. Therefore, be deliberate with your attention. If you constantly worry about the worst-case scenario, the quantum field will echo your fears. However, if you channel your focus into positive and proactive actions, you'll see a ripple effect in your life. But remember, don't stress over the details. The quantum field takes care of the minutiae. Your job? Direct your focus with intent. The specifics of how things materialize, that's the quantum field's department. Trust the process, keep your eyes on the prize, and let the quantum field do its thing. Let's nerd out, shall we? Ever heard of Schrödinger's cat? No, it's not a new internet meme, but a famous thought experiment that gives us a peek into the wild world of quantum mechanics and the observer effect. Picture this: a cat, a sealed box, a radioactive atom, and a vial of poison. Sounds like the setup for a bizarre thriller, but stay with me. In this thought experiment, the cat is placed in a sealed box with a radioactive atom that might decay and kill the cat. According to quantum mechanics, until someone opens the box and checks, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. Yep, you heard that right. Alive and dead, simultaneously. This strange state is called superposition, and it's one of the reasons quantum mechanics gives even the smartest cookies a headache. The act of observing the cat forces it into one state or another, alive or dead. This is what's known as the observer effect. So, how does this relate to your life? Well, while it's a stretch to say that just thinking about a yacht will manifest it into your life, sorry, the observer effect does highlight the fascinating ways in which our observations can affect reality at the quantum level. And while many scientists and philosophers reject the idea that these principles can be applied to the macroscopic world, it does make you wonder, could focusing your thoughts and observations on positive outcomes affect your reality in some way? Could softly focusing on an intention, like finding playing cards on the street, increase the likelihood of it happening? Remember, the quantum field's library is vast. Softly cue up your track and let it play out. So, what are you going to spotlight today? The money shot, the quantum field's request line. By choosing to connect with specific events in the quantum field, you essentially request their presence in your reality. It's your world. You control the track list. But here's the real kicker. It's not about craving or desperation. Oh no. It's about softly setting your intention to experience that variable and then trusting the rhythm of the quantum flow. When you master the quantum capitalist shuffle, you're not just wishing upon a star for some extra cash. You're moonwalking to a sector where money, opportunities, and luxury abound. So, groove to the beat, fine-tune your qualifiers to resonate with a higher frequency, and watch as your reality transforms into a VIP club of infinite possibilities. Doubt it? Back to the guiding theory lesson or bust. The recap. Your attention in the expansive DJ booth of the quantum field sets the rhythm of your life. From playing cards to profound opportunities, your intentional focus is your universal request line. So, what track are you queuing up next? Poke the brain. If you had the power to request an event from the quantum field right now, knowing it'll play, what would it be? Your next power move, practical game exercise, card counting. Objective, explore the power of your focus in the vast quantum field by setting a light intention and observing its materialization. Setting up, choose your item. Decide on a quirky item or symbol you'd like to spot. It could be a playing card, a specific animal like a butterfly, a particular kind of car, or anything else that resonates with you. Something you don't already notice daily. Intention setting. Spend a moment visualizing your chosen item. See it clearly in your mind, feel the excitement of spotting it, and then release the thought. Remember, this isn't about force. It's about setting a gentle intention and letting the quantum field do its thing. Rules of the game. Daily logging. Over the course of the week, whenever you spot the item or symbol you chose, jot down a quick note in your journal or tally it on your phone notes. Write the date, time, and context in which you found it. No obsessing. The key is to not obsess over your chosen item. Trust in the quantum field and go about your daily activities. Your chosen symbol will show up when you least expect it. No limits. There's no cap to how many times your item might appear. It could pop up once, or it could become a recurring theme throughout your week. End of the week reflection. At the end of the week, take some time to review your notes. Reflect on the moments your chosen symbol appeared and how it made you feel. Bonus round. For those who want to dive deeper into the quantum field's playful side, try setting a new intention every week. This way, you can keep the game going and continuously test the boundaries of your focus and the quantum field's responsiveness. Remember, this game is not just about spotting an item. It's about understanding the power of subtle intentions, your awareness, and the quantum field's playful way of responding with outer power. Enjoy the quantum spotlight game and happy spotting. Lesson 45. Raiding the Vault. All right, my doom-scrolling friends stuck in Mom's basement. Let's have a little chit-chat, shall we? We've been yakking about materialization, and I'm here to drop a motherfucking truth bomb on you. Materialization of your desires takes energy. Remember that little chat we had about the quantum field at the very beginning? Everything, and I mean everything material in this world, passed through that bad boy before arriving here. That chapstick you just slathered on your lips? Bingo. Someone's bright idea turned into reality through energy in manufacturing. That salad you just ate? You betcha. Someone played Mother Nature, planting seeds, watering them, and setting up the sunny environment. All energy in action. And that book you're clutching, or the YouTube video you're glued to, do you think they just popped out of thin air? Nada. It was energy in action that pulled them into the material realm. So, let's slice and dice this, shall we? You've heard it countless times. Time is money. Let's twist that just a tad. Energy is wealth. In the realm of quantum capitalism, where infinite realities and potentialities dance before you, how you choose to spend your energy is the single most crucial factor determining whether you'll be lounging in the penthouse suite of Sector 10 or remaining stuck in the grimy basement of missed opportunities, Sector 1. The digital age's glittery matrix is designed to suck you in. Social media platforms and streaming services are built to devour your attention, your time, your energy. But here's the catch. Every minute spent doom scrolling or drowning in Netflix is a minute not spent moving towards that higher sector of reality you so deeply crave. It's not just about the Netflix subscription dollars or ad revenues from social platforms. It's about the cost of opportunities forgone, your dreams delayed, and your potential unfulfilled. The matrix thrives while you stagnate. Sounds sinister? That's because it is. Here's the hard-hitting truth. Energy is finite. Time is limited. Every moment squandered is a moment you won't get back. Your physical vitality, mental prowess, and the life force pulsating within you are your most precious commodities, and they do have expiration dates. They're the currency of quantum capitalism. You've got two options. 1, invest it. Channel this energy into endeavors that amplify your wealth, knowledge, and growth. Or 2, waste it. Drown it in mindless escapism, handing it over to the Matrix's ever-hungry maw. The stark reality is this. If you're not where you want to be right now, it's not the quantum field's fault, or your bosses, or the markets. It's that you've been spending instead of investing your energy. The shocker. Consider this. 78,000 hours. That's how much TV the average human gobbles up in their lifetime. That's 9 years of potential squandered. Imagine in that same time, you could earn multiple degrees, master high-value skills, or even establish an empire. The wasted potential is beyond staggering. The money shot. The quantum currency shift. Your energy? It's more valuable than the most luxurious gem, the rarest metal, or the most dominant cryptocurrency. But how often do we donate it into the black holes of the matrix, expecting no return? The heart of wealth building isn't just about smart investments in stocks or real estate. It's about investing in your energetic potential. Every time you shift an ounce of your energy from passive consumption to active creation, you're minting your own quantum currency. This is how you break free from the constraints of traditional capitalism and step into the boundless realms of quantum prosperity. The recap. Quantum capitalism is not about abstract theories or metaphysical nonsense. It's anchored in something incredibly tangible and real. Your energy. Realize its value. Begin to see yourself as a dynamo of energy and the world as a vast canvas awaiting your unique mark. Poke the brain. If you were to reclaim just 1 hour of your energy from the matrix daily, what could you accomplish in a year? In a decade? Where have you been squandering your energy? Your next power move. Juggernaut journal exercise. Quantum energy audit. Objective. Reclaim your energy from the matrix and redirect it towards wealth-building activities of the quantum capitalism kind. Setting up. 1. Identify your energy sinks. Before starting the audit, list down typical activities you believe suck up most of your time and energy. These could be binge-watching TV, aimless social media scrolling, or even daydreaming. 2. Define your wealth-building activities. Determine activities that would contribute to your personal growth, professional advancement, or general well-being. This could range from taking an online course, reading a book, practicing a hobby, or working on a side business. Rules of the exercise. 1. Hourly check-in. Set an alarm to ring every hour. Hardcore, right? When it goes off, pause and jot down what you've been doing for the past hour. Be honest, this exercise is for your benefit. 2. Energy classification. At the end of each day, categorize each hour spent into 2 columns: matrix time, passive consumption, and quantum time, active creation or personal development. 3. Weekly assessment. At the end of the week, tally the total waking hours spent in both categories. Reflect on the balance. How much of your energy went into the matrix versus quantum growth? 4. 25% challenge. For the next week, aim to shift 25% of your matrix time into quantum time. For instance, if you spent 20 hours on passive consumption, aim to redirect 5 hours towards your defined wealth-building activities. End of the second week reflection. Reflect on the shifts you've made. How do you feel mentally and emotionally after redirecting your energy? What have you accomplished or learned in your quantum time? Do you notice any changes in your motivation, productivity, or general outlook on life? Continuation and expansion. Keep refining and expanding on this exercise as you progress. Can you shift even more time from the matrix to quantum endeavors? Introduce new wealth-building activities as you master or complete the old ones. Seek out like-minded individuals and share your journey. Perhaps join our support group or find an accountability buddy. Remember, the true essence of wealth is not just financial. It's the accumulation of knowledge, skills, experiences, and personal growth. The quantum energy audit is designed to help you realize where you're investing your most valuable resource and guide you towards maximizing its return. Commit to the exercise and witness the transformative power of quantum capitalism. Lesson 46. Hard Money Truths. In our last lesson, we confronted some uncomfortable truths about your energy, its immense value, and the loss incurred when it's frittered away. This round, we're diving headfirst into another chilly ocean, the hard truths about money. Many shudder at the mere thought of facing their financial narratives, but we're about to flip those narratives on their heads and give them a good, hard shake. Ever felt like money is this mystical, elusive entity, forever playing a game of hide and seek with you? Well, it's time for a reality check. Money is nothing but energy materialized. That's it. No mysticism involved. Our world runs on energy, which is why its material form, money, holds such sway. It's time to start seeing money as a physical extension of your own energy and power. More money equates to more freedom. And more freedom, that means you get to brazenly toy with the matrix rather than being its plaything. Do you feel that itch at the back of your mind? That's realization. Money is the confluence of thought energy, physical effort, and the pure brilliance of ideas pulled from the quantum field. Capture this trifecta, and congratulations, you've unlocked the vault. Look at Bill Gates. He didn't just stumble upon a fortune. He extracted a revolutionary idea from the quantum field, an operating system that would change the world. He invested attention, time, and sweat equity into realizing that idea. And what was his reward? Billionaire status. But let's get real for a second. Think about the person sweating under the sun, earning a minimum wage to dig a hole. Their physical energy earns them their day's wage. Here's the thing. The quality of the idea, combined with shrewd thinking and execution, determines the quantity of money one gets in exchange for his output. Consider jobs with a low barrier to entry, like trench digging. Essentially, they'll hand that position to nearly anyone with a pulse. Just show up, and you're in. Contrast that with high barrier jobs. These are reserved for the elite, the individuals attuned to their higher selves, who've dedicated time to mastering valuable skills. These are the people with an open line to the quantum field, effortlessly drawing out revolutionary ideas. See the difference? Our prior lesson on not wasting your energy wasn't just whimsical chatter. Notice how many individuals are trapped in a perpetual grind, inefficiently using their energy. Their pockets feel the weight or lack thereof. Fun and shadowy money tidbits. The dark side of the money moon. Sure, we talk about energy and money a lot, but let's dive into the darker, more mysterious waters of wealth. Money gained by shady means is just the human attempting to circumvent the balanced energetic exchange, or die trying. Criminal enterprises. Ah, the classic shortcut to riches. These aren't just people bending the rules. They're bending their entire moral compass in hopes of a fat payout. They account for the risk of being caught and the price of possible jail time. More risk, more reward, right? High-profile divorces. Poured all that time and energy into a relationship only to see it crumble. Time to cash in. They want all that time and energy back, and then some. A broken heart often demands the most significant compensation. The passive income myth. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Hit a button, watch the cash roll in. But surprise, surprise. It requires a hefty investment of attention, time, and energy up front. But once you've set the stage, the quantum field does indeed shower you with dividends. Strip dancing and morally questionable endeavors. The extra cash earned for shaking that booty? It's because the cost of your reputation and your sanity is baked into the price of the lap dance. Celebrities. Why do these people make so much money? Well, they are dialed into their soul code in ways that the Matrix approves of. This valuable combination is rare and highly lucrative. Rarities. Diamonds, jewelry, watches. Pure, unadulterated energy channeled into a material object. Take diamonds, for instance. Imagine how many impoverished Africans dig for how many hours to find a diamond, let alone one worthy of a royal title. It involves strategizing, immense physical energy, pain, and suffering. That's precisely why those prices are sky high. Insider trading. This is when someone uses confidential information to trade a company's stocks or bonds. It's illegal, but some people risk it for financial gain. Talk about defying the matrix. Ponzi schemes. This is the ultimate energy drainer. Inspired by none other than Charles Ponzi from the 20th century. It's a deceitful vortex that attracts investments by promising to fuel the energy, original investment, of earlier investors with the fresh energy, profits, injected by the newcomers. The illusion created is one of a thriving energy field, bustling with legitimate business exchanges, while, in reality, it's merely a recycling of new energy to placate the old. Eventually, the energy well runs dry. There simply isn't enough new energy to sustain the old, or the masterminds behind the scheme can no longer lure more energy donors. The entire facade crumbles, leaving a trail of drained and depleted investors. Gambling, a masterstroke on the poverty mindset. Lotteries and casinos ingeniously capitalize on the belief that for some, the only conceivable way to amass a fortune is through a windfall. The gambling matrix seductively whispers that wealth could be just a roll of the dice away for anyone and everyone. This wafer-thin glimmer of hope nestles deep within the psyches of the impoverished, because, without it, the prospect of wealth would be utterly non-existent. Patent trolling. This involves buying a patent, often from a bankrupt firm, and then suing another company by claiming that one of its products infringes on the copyrighted idea. It's less about innovation and more about making money from lawsuits. Art world shenanigans. Art is a feast for the senses, but the art market? A whole different kettle of fish. Counterfeit masterpieces, dodgy transactions, and orchestrated price surges barely scratch the surface. Some artists, in a twisted dance with their own energy, even annihilate their creations to inflate the worth of their remaining body of work. Captivatingly ruinous to distill one's energy into inciting scarcity, wouldn't you agree? Now, we're not saying you should turn to a life of crime or go shaking your booty for some extra cash. Unless that's your thing, no judgment here. But understanding the energy, and sometimes the lack of morals, behind these avenues of wealth can offer some fascinating insights into the world of money, energy, and the matrix. The recap. Money is fundamentally about optimizing your energy. While there are numerous shortcuts in this game, never forget that each comes with its hidden costs. Everything in this world bears a price tag. Absolutely everything. At the very least, you pay with your time. So, ditch your naivety. Stop viewing money as some esoteric force. It's merely the sum total of focused energy. If you're continuously drained, bleeding energy into the matrix, and getting zilch in return, whose fault is that? Yours. The moment you take control, prioritize, and harness your energy towards achieving financial wealth, the game changes. Stop pointing fingers at the matrix or blaming your programming. The real culprit? Your mismanagement of your energy. You're now in the know. So, are you just going to sit there? Or are you going to start quantum capitalisting? Your life, your choice. What's it going to be? Poke the brain. Reflect for a moment on all the time, energy, and attention you've squandered over the years. Just for fun, can you imagine how much wealth that would have equated to long-term had you known all this earlier? How might your life look different now? Are you ready to channel it into creating something better? Your next power move. Juggernaut journal exercise. Pathways to higher wealth. Objective: to challenge and stretch your mind in identifying and brainstorming avenues for higher wealth generation, shifting away from traditional and low barrier methods. Baseline evaluation. Write down your current income sources. Next to each, mark whether it's a low, medium, or high barrier source of income. Reflect on the amount of energy and time you invest in each of these sources. Brainstorming burst. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Rapidly jot down as many ideas as possible for creating wealth. Don't filter or judge. The goal is quantity. Evaluation. Review your list and circle the top 5 ideas that excite you the most or seem the most viable. For each of these ideas, consider: what skills or resources would you need? What barriers might you face, and how could they be overcome? How scalable is this idea? What's the potential return on investment? Time, energy, money. Deep dive. Select one idea from your top 5. Spend 30 minutes researching this idea online. Look for success stories, strategies, potential pitfalls, and market demand. Jot down key findings and insights. Planning. For your selected idea, draft a basic plan. What are the first 3 steps to get started? How can you acquire any necessary skills or resources? Set a tentative timeline for when you'd like to kickstart this venture. Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully implementing this idea. Feel the emotions tied to the increased wealth and freedom this venture brings. Commitment. Make a commitment to take one small action towards this idea within the next 48 hours. It could be as simple as reading a book, enrolling in a course, or having a conversation with someone in that field. Reflection. At the end of this exercise, reflect on the following questions. How did it feel to shift your mindset towards higher paths of wealth creation? What beliefs or fears surfaced during this exercise, and how can you address them? Are there individuals or communities who can support you in this new venture? Revisit this exercise periodically, especially as your skills, interests, and the economic landscape evolve. Remember, the path to higher wealth often requires continuous learning, adaptability, and resilience. Stay informed and remain proactive in seeking opportunities. Lesson 47. Dreams are your unlived realities. All right, let's pivot, shall we? We're transitioning from the daytime hustle and bustle to the tranquil nighttime, from active, awakened energy to those serene, restful hours. There are plenty of them, after all. Roughly 1/3 of your life is spent in a state of sleep, dreams being your consistent companions. But what if I were to tell you that the dream world isn't just your brain playing games while you're offline? Rather, it's your unhindered soul soaring through the quantum field, a realm teeming with boundless possibilities and paths yet to manifest in your physical reality. Let's dissect this a bit. Modern psychology posits that dreams are merely nonsensical and arbitrary reverberations, bouncing around in your mind as you sleep, fragments of the day's events or past memories, kaleidoscoping into fragmented experiences. However, from the quantum capitalist perspective, it's actually your essence navigating diverse sectors of reality. While conscious, our awareness anchors us to the physical realm. Conversely, during sleep, this tether is liberated. Lucid dreams, mastering the art of controlling this flight, your actions, or the sequence of events in your dreamscape. Now, imagine applying this control to your waking life, where you could navigate the realm of possibilities and realize the ones that serve you best. Your dreams are not illusions. They are projections from unmaterialized sectors of the quantum field. bizarre architecture you've never seen, people you know behaving out of character, even seeing a different reflection of yourself in a dream mirror. These are all glimpses into unmaterialized realities. And just as you can tune into different TV channels, your heart, serving as a conduit, can tune into various sectors of the quantum field while you sleep. Cue the baffling part. Your mind is the overthinking bestie who tries to rationalize everything. Oh, that dream where pigs were flying? Must have been that leftover pizza. Nope. What if, instead, that was a glimpse of an alternative reality where physics works differently? Meet Anna. Anna had become fascinated by the concept of quantum capitalism, the idea of merging quantum physics with the economic principles to redefine value, not just in terms of money, but in terms of energy and possibilities, resonated with her deeply. She was a successful venture capitalist, but the traditional ways of doing business felt soulless and, frankly, outdated. Anna had been educating herself on the quantum field and practicing lucid dreaming, recognizing its potential to revolutionize not just her life, but the world's economy. One night, after a particularly exhausting day of meetings, Anna had a lucid dream. She found herself in a bustling marketplace, unlike any she had seen. People were trading not just goods and services, but ideas, energy, and even emotions. It was a marketplace of possibilities, and she felt an electrifying sense of potential all around her. Anna encountered a vendor who offered her a seed. "This is not just any seed," the vendor explained. "It's the seed of an idea, a business that can change the world. But it needs the right soil, the right energy to grow." Intrigued, Anna took the seed and woke up feeling euphoric and invigorated. Inspired by her dream, Anna started developing a new business model, one that leveraged the principles of quantum capitalism. She envisioned a platform that connected people not just based on their professional skills or financial capital, but on their energy, their intentions, and the possibilities they could create together. It was a radical idea, but Anna believed in it with every fiber of her being. Anna gave it her all to bring her vision to life. She faced skepticism and resistance from traditionalists, but she also found allies who shared her vision for a more equitable, sustainable, and innovative future. Together, they built the platform, and it quickly gained traction. It became a hub for creative collaboration, groundbreaking ideas, and positive energy. In a few short years, Anna's platform transformed the way business was done. It enabled people to tap into the limitless potential of the quantum field and materialize their dream lives, quite literally. Anna knew that her lucid dream had been more than just a flight of fancy. It was a glimpse into an unmaterialized reality that she had brought to life. The money shot, financial freedom via lucid living. Are you getting the connections yet? Understanding your dreams as travels through the quantum field isn't just some mind-bending philosophical concept. It can be the key to your financial freedom and personal success. As you become conscious of your lucid living, akin to lucid dreaming, you can tap into the limitless potential of the quantum field and materialize your dream life, quite literally. The recap. In essence, your dreams aren't illusions, but snapshots of unrealized sectors within the quantum field. And by treating your waking life like a lucid dream, you can navigate through this quantum field to materialize the life you desire. This requires you to challenge your mind's inclination to separate dreams from reality and to understand that the quantum field is real, even if not physically tangible. Poke the brain. Are you truly awake or just dreaming? Ever wonder why certain dreams stick with you more than others? Could those be signals or opportunities you're overlooking in your waking life? Your next power move. Awareness exercise. Lucid wakefulness. Objective: to cultivate a heightened sense of awareness and marvel in your daily life, enabling you to view the waking world as a lucid dream and make empowered choices. Morning intention setting. As you wake up, sit quietly for a moment and set an intention for the day. Today, I will view my world with wonder, as if I am in a lucid dream. Reality checks. Several times a day, pause and ask yourself, is this a dream? What makes this moment magical or out of the ordinary? This practice will blur the lines between the dream world and waking reality, allowing you to appreciate the magical nuances of daily life. Mindful exploration. Dedicate at least 15 minutes each day to explore your surroundings as if you've never seen them before. This could be your home, a local park, or even your workplace. Approach everything with a sense of curiosity and wonder, as if you're exploring a dreamscape. Empowered choices. Recall a decision you made in a lucid dream where you had complete control. Now, as you face decisions in your waking life, channel that same sense of empowerment and confidence. Remind yourself, I have the power to shape my reality, just as I do in my dreams. Nightly reflection. Before sleeping, reflect on the magical moments you noted. Ask yourself, how did perceiving the world through a dreamer's lens influence my choices, actions, and emotions today? After practicing this exercise for a week, consider the following. How has viewing waking life as a lucid dream affected your overall perspective and appreciation of daily events? Were there moments where you felt a deep sense of control and empowerment, akin to a lucid dream? What magical moments stood out to you the most? As you delve deeper into this exercise, you may begin to notice synchronicities or seemingly coincidental events. These are your markers that you're actively engaging with the magic of waking life. Remember, the intention isn't to dissociate from reality, but to embrace it with the same wonder, empowerment, and control that you would in a lucid dream. Lesson 48. Sleep spell. Ugh, I wish I could lucid dream. Instead, I just lie here, overwhelmed with anxiety and frustration. Sound familiar? Don't worry, we've got you, boo. Tonight, let the quantum field be your personal therapist. Turn those sleepless nights of staring at the ceiling into exploratory journeys through the quantum field. Too good to be true? Think again. This approach offers a novel way of dealing with insomnia, restlessness, and anxiety. Embrace the opportunity to transform your nightly struggles into enlightening experiences. When anxiety and restlessness cloud your mind, they create feelings of disconnection and chaos. Picture using the breadth of the quantum capitalist knowledge as a propulsion into the quantum field in these moments. Seek insights to overcome, self-heal, and connect to higher sectors where a serene version of yourself awaits. This version does exist. Is your anxiety potentially a quantum wake-up call? Reflect on this. Have you excessively focused on your anxiety, insomnia, and restlessness? Perhaps it's time to redirect that focus. Consider the possibility that these nighttime disturbances are signals from your environment, gentle nudges from the quantum field. Hush the jibber-jabber of your matrix self and let your quantum self establish a connection. As you prepare for sleep each evening, remind yourself of the power you hold to traverse the quantum field. Instead of fearing the night, Eagerly anticipate these explorative journeys, even if restful sleep seems elusive. The quantum field stands by you, as does your quantum self. You do not have to be frightened, agitated, or restless anymore. Indulge in this newfound peace. Allow yourself this luxury. Embracing quantum capitalism entails recognizing your sleep and waking life as two sides of the same coin, both influenced by your mind. This realization can empower you to bring desired change into your life, making way for tranquility and control, replacing insomnia, restlessness, and anxiety. Reflect on these perspectives. Could your insomnia be an opportunity? Is it possible that nighttime is your sole quiet moment? The only time the quantum field can subtly convey your next significant move? Is it possible that your anxiety represents a quantum version of you attempting to capture the attention of your matrix self? Perhaps your restlessness is a materialization of potent energy within, yearning for a purposeful release. Is it possible that your insomnia could be a sign of a disconnect between your conscious and unconscious mind? What buried truths or unresolved conflicts might you be ignoring during your waking hours? Could your anxiety be a sum total of unmet needs or unfulfilled desires? Could it be that your mind is urging you to address something that you've been avoiding or postponing? Have you considered that your restlessness could be a physical manifestation of mental or emotional stagnation? Is there a situation, relationship, or decision that you're hesitating to address? By acknowledging these perspectives and considering these insights, you can begin to understand the underlying causes of your insomnia, anxiety, and restlessness. Rather than viewing them as purely negative experiences, see them as opportunities for self-reflection, self-improvement, and personal growth. Embrace the teachings of quantum capitalism and use your newfound awareness to make positive changes in your life, ultimately leading to a more fulfilled, purposeful, and tranquil existence. Poke the brain. Could your waking reality be mirroring your nighttime experiences? If restful sleep eludes you, is your waking life filled with similar challenges? Maybe the solution is to truly awaken to find deeper sleep. Your next power move, sleepy time meditation. Objective: to redirect moments of restlessness, anxiety, and insomnia into opportunities for insight by accessing the quantum field. Steps: center yourself. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Take 3 deep breaths, inhaling calmness and exhaling any immediate tensions or worries. Close your eyes. Visualize the quantum window. Picture a radiant window in front of you, your gateway to the quantum field. If you have a window in your room, open it. Visualize that beyond the window frame lies the vast expanse of the quantum field, and you are on its threshold. Your channels of communication are wide open, baby. Lie still and either initiate a dialogue with the quantum field or simply allow it to whisper secrets to you. This is also a fantastic opportunity to engage with the quantum you. Let any feelings of unrest seep into this realm, making room for insights and messages to reciprocate. Engage in this practice for moments, minutes, or even hours. Capture and reflect. When you feel a sense of relief or receive any insights, slowly open your eyes. Jot down these insights or feelings on a notepad, ensuring you capture the essence of what the quantum field communicated. Remember, each time you feel restless or anxious, especially at night, consider it an invitation to tap into the quantum field. Over time, this simple exercise can transform these challenging moments into opportunities for profound understanding and peace. Lesson 49. Waking up. Cock-a-doodle-doo. The rooster's belting out its morning anthem, and a pot full of endless possibilities is brewing away. A brand new day is upon you, and it's your cue to sparkle quantum capitalist style. So grab that coffee mug of reality, gulp down a mouthful, and let the caffeine of awareness zap you awake. Ready or not, we're embarking on a journey of transformation. Bid adieu to dreamland and embrace the world of wakefulness. The awakening, life's screenplays. As you savor your cuppa, soaking in the warmth, let's spill some tea on this thing we call waking reality. Ever thought that just like you're the protagonist in your dreams, you play roles in your waking hours too? Your daily grind? Scripted. You've been reciting your moves like lines in a play. And the most common script? Oh, it's the classic life timeline. Birth, school, work, love, marriage, house, kids. Hold up though, I'm not bashing the storyline. But what if your soul is yearning for a plot twist? If your script is more Titanic than La La Land, more Psycho than Ferris Bueller's Day Off, maybe it's time to holler cut. To switch scripts, you gotta be ready to ditch your current narrative. A mere plot twist won't cut it. You need a whole new screenplay. Here's the deal. The scripts are all laid out, ready and waiting. It's like a cosmic library. Every storyline you can imagine, from the mundane to the magnificent, it's all there. And guess what? You're able to choose. You get to pick your plot. Most folks, they go for the bestsellers. You know the ones? The 9-to-5 grind, the suburban dream, the marriage kids retirement trilogy. Why? Because they see everyone else reading them, and they think, hey, that must be a good read. But then there are the trailblazers, the mavericks, the ones who dig deep into the dusty shelves and pick out a story that speaks to their soul. It's the road less traveled, and it's a bumpy ride. But oh boy, is it worth it? So, what's it going to be? Are you going to follow the herd, or are you going to carve out your own path? The choice is yours, and it's one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choose wisely. Now, let's talk rebellion. Being labeled a rebel is just a fancy way of saying you don't stick to the norms of the script you've picked, consciously or subconsciously. Remember, the Matrix spotlights the chosen ones and the standard breakers, bypassing the mediocrity and those stuck in the middle. So, are you ready to break out of your humdrum script? Breaking free from the norms can be unsettling. You're wired to adhere to the rules to avoid embarrassment or ostracism. But here's a magic trick. There are very few repercussions from defying the standards, other than some side eyes from those around you. Dare to try it. Also, striving for script perfection and then stumbling shines a spotlight on your flaws and failures. However, if you embrace the maverick script and celebrate your blunders as tiny triumphs and essential steps towards progress, you unshackle yourself. This is a game changer for creativity. Fear of failure or ridicule stops many from even starting. Give yourself permission to fail, to look silly, to be mocked. Is your ego really that delicate? So, what's holding you back? Awaiting approval from an unknown entity? Trying to fit into a specific mold before switching scripts? Convinced there's a workaround? Sometimes we initiate script jumps ourselves. We can opt for the maverick or the rebel blueprint and and find alternate routes intentionally. Other times, unexpected opportunities arise in the most surprising ways. Spotting these golden threads woven into your sector is a skill. Seizing them and riding them to success is an art, but anyone can master it. Quantum capitalism underscores the value of being open to unexpected ways of achieving your goals. It also highlights the need to explore different sectors of the quantum field, where our desires are more accessible. Imagine a highway interchange, and you're just choosing a new road. Your only limit is your imagination. Also, consider your own flexibility and ability to switch scripts when you spot a new one. If you see a new script today, will you give yourself the green light to jump on it? Flex, film, and governance. The Arnold Schwarzenegger script choices. A shining example of an expert script jumper would be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, that's right, the Terminator himself. Arnold's life is a masterclass in script jumping. Born into poverty in Austria, Arnold started his career as a professional bodybuilder, a script that was already off the beaten path for most. He went on to win the Mr. Olympia contest a whopping 7 times. Talk about flexing, right? Our man Arnold wanted more than just muscles, though. He eventually chose the script of a shrewd businessman and real estate mogul. In between bench presses and protein shakes, he was wheeling and dealing in the property market, a completely different script that he managed to ace as well. Talk about multitasking, eh? But here's where the plot thickens. Instead of just pumping iron and closing deals for the rest of his life, Arnold decided to switch scripts entirely and entered the world of Hollywood. A muscle-bound Austrian with a thick accent, becoming a leading man in Hollywood? Preposterous, right? Wrong. Arnold landed iconic roles in films such as The Terminator, Predator, and Total Recall. It wasn't smooth script jumping, however. Arnold faced a storm of ridicule in his early acting days. Imagine a muscled-up Austrian with a tongue-twister name trying to make it in Hollywood. The auditions? A laugh fest, but not for Arnold. Critics had a field day roasting his acting chops, and that accent, oh boy, that was fodder for comedians. His initial films, box office disasters. Arnold was the punchline in a Matrix joke. But did he let the laughter of the Matrix drown his spirit? Nope. He wore that ridicule like a badge of honor and soldiered on. He knew that every jeer, every mocking review, every flop was just a stepping stone on his path to greatness. Arnold was on a mission to redefine the script, and he wasn't about to let a few chuckles stand in his way. Now, if that wasn't a plot twist enough for you, Arnold decided to throw another curveball and jumped into politics, eventually serving 2 terms as the governor of California. Remember that? He faced backlash, mockery, and doubt at every turn. But did he let that stop him? Absolutely not. Each script change came with its own set of challenges, from language barriers to a lack of political experience. And let's not forget the Governator jokes. Yet, he defied the naysayers and continued to redefine himself, achieving success in multiple arenas. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good underdog story? So, what's stopping you from being the Terminator of your own life script? If Arnold can transition from being poor and uneducated to a bodybuilder, business mogul, actor, and politician, you can certainly take the leap to a new script too. Be your own action hero. Hasta la vista, baby. The money shot. Lights, camera, action. Forget the overplayed narratives and tired tropes. It's time to script your own tale of triumph, complete with plot twists, daring leaps, and a grand finale that leaves the audience, including your bank account, on their feet, applauding. Picture Arnold Schwarzenegger flexing his muscles against the naysayers, shifting from scripts of poverty to bodybuilder, actor, and politician. Now, picture you rewriting the rules of your financial game, dodging the bullets of convention, and leaping into a reality where your net worth matches your self-worth. Forget the critics. This is your show, baby. Embrace the stumbles, chuckle at the laughs, and bask in the knowledge that every choice, every shift, is shaping a narrative of wealth, opportunity, and financial evolution that's all your own. Buckle up. The ride might be bumpy, but the destination? Oh, it's sweeter than a Hollywood ending. Ready to roll? The recap. Just as a new day dawns, you can start a fresh chapter in your life. When you're ready to ditch your current script, a new one will unfurl. The question is, are you prepared to choose a new script? Insider tip. The script lets go of you once you let go of the script. You must let go of your current script with solid resolve, and your commitment to jump scripts must be unwavering. Doubts and fears can drag you back into the old script. Think of script switching as a road under construction. It requires effort and occasional detours before you can cruise smoothly. Trust the process and don't micromanage the journey. Have faith in the script switching process and let it unfold naturally. Poke the brain. How often do you feel like you're on autopilot, being led by a script that may no longer be serving you? If you could pick a new script today, what would it be? Your next power move. Practical exercise. Coffee cup clarity. Objective. To awaken your awareness, reflect on your current life script and visualize the narrative you genuinely desire. This exercise harnesses the power of morning routines to help you break free from autopilot and curate your own story. Materials: your morning coffee or tea, a quiet spot, and your juggernaut journal. Step 1. Preparation. Begin by preparing your coffee or tea as you usually do. However, with each action, be fully present. From boiling the water to pouring it over your brew, immerse yourself in the process. Step 2. The seat of reflection. Find a quiet spot, preferably where you can get a view of the morning sky. Sit comfortably. Step 3. Sip and identify. Hold your coffee cup with both hands, feeling its warmth. Before taking a sip, close your eyes and ask yourself, what script am I currently living? Take a sip and let the flavors, warmth, and sensation of the drink seep in as you consider the question. Note any feelings or thoughts that arise. Step 4. The desire declaration. Now ask yourself, what script do I wish to live? Visualize a day in your ideal life. As you do this, take slow sips of your coffee, imagining each sip infusing you with the energy and intention of your desired script. Step 5. The daily scene. Finally, think of one small action you can take today that aligns with your desired script. This could be as simple as reading a book related to a new hobby you want to pick up, making a call about a job you're interested in, or even just deciding to break a routine. Step 6. Jot or commit. If you have your journal, write down the insights from your reflection and your chosen action for the day. If not, mentally commit to it. Step 7. Conclude and carry on. Finish your drink with gratitude for this moment of clarity. As you proceed with your day, let the sense of intention guide you. This exercise is not just about the major shifts, but also about the subtle nuances that make your day uniquely yours. Engage with this exercise as often as needed, especially during moments of transition or when feeling stuck. By starting your day with this coffee cup clarity exercise, you're consciously stepping out of autopilot and allowing yourself to choose your narrative for the day ahead. Lesson 50, Reality Flip. Down the rabbit hole we go. In our last session, we dove headfirst into the game changer of all game changers, script jumping. That powerhouse technique is all about taking the reins of your life's overarching narrative. But today, we're zeroing in on the nitty-gritty, seizing control of those smaller, everyday scenarios instead of just standing by, passively watching life unfold. Mastering this knowledge will not only turn your reality upside down, but will also arm you with a skill set that'll prove invaluable on your script jumping journey. To truly navigate the scenes of life, you need to toggle between being the actor and the audience. The quantum you, that's the audience. Always vigilant, but shouldn't be taking popcorn breaks. This observer just tracks everything, like a live reviewer rating the performance on stage. Ever had a dream where you're just dragged along with zero control? That's your actor self, with no backup from the observer. When dreams just happen, it's because the quantum you took a nap. Wake that dude up, and you're suddenly lucid dreaming, designing the narrative. It's the exact same deal in lucid reality. The more conscious we are, the more control we have over our life situations, the less susceptible we are to external influences or black holes that can suck us into problematic scripts. Sleepwalking through life, we become victims of our own conditioned perceptions, bound by scripts written by external forces. Picture yourself at work. A colleague dumps a problematic task on your desk. You feel the anxiety creeping in, the dread of the daunting task. In this moment, you've slipped into the nap mode, falling prey to the black hole script. You've dozed off, and you're about to be led into a room of taxing work, ending up in a sector filled with strife. But now, let's consider another scenario. You see the same colleague approaching with the same task. This time, you shake yourself awake and decide whether this issue will become your problem or not. You program yourself to perceive whatever comes your way as a minor hiccup. You participate, but not as a pawn. You're now the witness, attentive yet detached, understanding that you hold the power to turn a potential tragedy into something much lighter. Here's the cheat sheet. 1. The quantum you is your key to awareness and control in dreams and reality. 2. Be both an actor and an observer. Participate, but always have that vigilant quantum you at your back. 3. Don't let external issues hypnotize you. Be aware, stay detached, and assess problems as if you're watching a play, sometimes dramatic, sometimes comedic. Choose the genre you like. 4. Trust the quantum flow. It's the quantum field's way of giving you mind-blowing solutions. The money shot, your quantum superpower. Why does this matter? The more aware you are, the less you're at the mercy of external factors, especially those pesky black holes that suck you away from opportunities and financial gains. Zombies are fun in scary movies, but in real life, walking around like one makes you susceptible to external influences. You're stuck in a nightmare where you're more of a prop than a protagonist. Control and choosing your narrative? Kiss that goodbye. The recap. In life, we often find ourselves as actors, lost in our roles, unable to see the bigger picture. But you can switch your perspective, step back, and become the audience, the observer, Quantum you is constantly vigilant, assessing soberly, but never entangled. Poke the brain. Recall a situation recently where you felt you were merely reacting rather than consciously acting. How would quantum you have observed and acted in that same scenario? Your next power move. Practical exercise. The 10-second pause. Objective: to cultivate a habit of conscious decision-making by tapping into the quantum you and remaining unbothered. This exercise helps in enhancing clarity, reducing impulsive reactions, and aligning actions with a broader understanding. Step 1. Recognize the trigger. Whenever you're faced with a decision, problem, or a situation that demands a response, recognize this as your cue. It might be an emotional response like frustration, confusion, or excitement. Or it could be a logical challenge, like making a choice. Step 2. Initiate the pause. As soon as you recognize your cue, mentally say, pause. Start your 10-second timer count. Close your eyes if it's feasible, especially if it helps reduce distractions. Step 3. Summon quantum you. In these 10 seconds, envision the quantum you, the observer part of you, stepping back from the immediate situation. Imagine this observer looking at the bigger picture, untouched by immediate emotions and pressures. Step 4. Assess. Let the quantum you assess the situation. Is the initial reaction or decision you are about to make in line with the larger goals and perspectives? Would the quantum you agree or suggest a different response? Step 5. Proceed with intention. With the insights from quantum you, consciously decide on your next step. This might be the same action you were initially going to take, or it might be something different. The key is that it's now a conscious choice. Tips for success. Start small. Begin with everyday decisions to get into the habit. Should I have that third cup of coffee? Is now the right time to send this email? Set reminders. It's easy to forget to pause, especially when starting out. Set periodic reminders on your phone or leave sticky notes in strategic locations. Reflect. At the end of the week, review your notes. Identify patterns, shifts in perspective, and any improvements in decision outcomes or emotional responses. Extend the duration, if needed. While 10 seconds is a good starting point, some situations might demand a longer reflection. Adjust accordingly. By making the 10-second pause a regular practice, you'll find that you're not only reacting less impulsively, but also aligning your actions and decisions with a more holistic and grounded perspective. Over time, this can lead to improved decision-making, better emotional regulation, and a deeper understanding of yourself and your goals.